Players. Please respect the players, coaches, and other spectators, as well as the officials, by displaying good sportsmanship. With that being said, let's meet our umpiring crew for tonight's game. Ron Whitehead, Steve Kennard, and Dwayne Duncan. Thank you, gentlemen, for your efforts this evening. And now let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's games. First for the Southeast Polk Rams. Leading off, playing third base, number 21, Jesslyn Stairs. In left field, number 20, Libby Hart. Playing first base, number 26, Kennedy Boruth. Catching, number 18, Aubrey Bacon. At shortstop, number 10, Hallie Clark. In right field, number 16, Ava Brady. The pitcher, number 15, Carter Price. In center field, number 9, Jaden Woods. The designated player, number 6, Haley Camontri. In the flex position, playing second base, number 12, Lexi West. The Rams are coached by Tia Stiles, assistant coaches, Cassie Harrington and Greta Hartz. And now for your Ankeny Hawkettes. Leading off, playing shortstop, number 2, Kensington Arringdale. In center field, number 1, Avery Nelson. Catching, number 34, Cassie Johnson. In right field, number 7, Aubrey Linsmeyer. The DP, number 25, Ava Tomlinson. Pitching, number 14, Abby Rusher. At third base, number 19, Kaylin Miller. Playing second base, number 8, Lily Hans. The left fielder, number 17, Morgan Fisher. And in the flex position, number 31, Hannah Howard. The Hawkettes are coached by David Bingham. Assistant coaches Sarah Saladino, Ashley Lee, and Kennedy Thomas.
My real estate team knows that sports and extracurricular activities contribute to a well-rounded education. As an Ankeny mom, I have seen how important they are for success in school and beyond. I've been helping families here for over 20 years as a realtor, and I know that our schools and community activities are second to none. That's why people love to call Ankeny home, and that's why I am a supporter. If I can help you or anyone you know find the perfect home in Ankeny or the Metro, let's talk. And now it's time to cheer on our kids.
Okay guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now, you can get 4 lines of unlimited data for just $90.
Sorry, just double checking. Is it really that good of a deal?
Yeah, you also get 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones!
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
It is a beautiful night for regional final softball in Ankeny, Iowa. It's 76 degrees, feels like 76. The wind is out of the north-northwest at 4 miles an hour. Feels more like a game in May, not in mid-July with the berth at the state tournament. On the line, hello everybody, Paul Yeager along with you here on the Ankeny Activities Network and CISN. We are in regional final mode to determine who gets to go to Fort Dodge next week and play Monday in the quarterfinals at Harlan and Hazel Rogers on the north side of Fort Dodge. It's the Southeast Polk Rams 20-20 and the Ankeny Hawks at 20-20. Both of these teams very evenly matched. They've split this season. They're very familiar with one another. And Ankeny now takes the field as they get ready. Here is a look at the lineup for the Rams. Jesselyn Stairs, Libby Hartz, Kennedy Beaurude will be 1, 2, 3. Then Aubrey Bacon, Hallie Clark, Ava Brady, Price, Woods, and Tamontree for the Rams. The Hawks are going to send Kensington Erringdale to bat first. Then it's Avery Nelson, Cassie Johnson, Aubrey Lensmeyer, Ava Tomlinson, Abby Rusher, Kaylin Miller, Lily Hans, and Morgan Fisher. Pitching tonight for the Hawkettes will be Abby Rusher. She is 13-10 on the season with a 1.72 ERA. Opponents are batting 92 in hitting position. She's trying to get through this season with 161 Ks and 40 walks, trying to add to what has been an up-and-down campaign for both of these squads. Some have been close, some have been far apart, but now you just need to have things go your way if you're either Ankeny or Southeast Polk to get to that state tournament. The last warm-up toss is down. Johnson throws down to second, and right here at 7 o'clock, even just a couple of minutes early, we're going to start tonight. But that is the way the clock goes. We're not holding for television tonight. This might be the way that it goes. The Hawkettes in maroon tops, white pants with pinstripes, where the Rams will counter with the all-black tops, gold numbers, white pants, white helmet. The first batter is Jesselyn Stairs. The first pitch from Rusher is on the way, and it's going to be a changeup high, so right away, Stairs on top. Stairs batting .430 on the season. She is a junior playing third base for Coach Tia Stiles. Rusher's 1-0. Another changeup again floats high. That one a little closer. Good crowd on hand here in front, to the left and to the right of the home stands here at Ankeny High School. The 2-0 from Rusher. Catches the plate for a called strike by Dwayne Duncan behind the plate tonight, joined in the field by Ron Whitehead and Steve Kennard. Stairs bats with a 2-1 count. Thought about it, but it sailed high. And Rusher's in danger of walking the leadoff batter to start this game. On deck, Libby Hartz. And in the hole, Kennedy Beaurude. Good hitting pitch coming at 3-1. Is a strike. Stairs tried to sell it. But the changeup floats and catches the plate. Stairs lifts it in the air. It's playable just into the outfield grass as Erringdale chases it down. And the first batter, one out on the F6. Libby Hartz to bat. She also digs in from the left side of the plate. Pitch misses as the corner infielders of Tomlinson and Miller were crashing on the pitch. The 1-0 coming from Rusher. That one again sails high as Hartz ran up on it. Very little wind. If it is blowing in, it's from right center field. The flag just kind of barely dancing in the breeze. The 2-0 coming. Swung on and missed as Hartz kind of determined to swing at that one that sailed out of the zone. One away here in the first. Again, infielders in on the corner. It's pushed out of play. Foul back towards the concession stand and restroom facility here at Ankeny High School. The only game in town at Ankeny High School. There's another one in town up at Centennial tonight. Waukee and the Jaguars doing battle on the north side. The 2-2 pitch is close for Ankeny fans and a sigh of relief for the Southeast Polk fans. Count goes full again, so Rusher already throwing a lot of pitches in just 2 batters. The offset kick, wind and fire. Punch towards left, but foul just down the line at the fence. Thrown back in by Fisher. And we'll do it again. The pitch to Hartz is ball 4, and she'll run down to first with a walk. 1-out walk leads to Kennedy Beaurude.
Batting first baseman, number 26, Kennedy Beaurude.
So Cassie Johnson goes out to Rusher to verify a couple of strategy points. She'll put the mask on. And then squat behind the plate. The pitch to Beaurude. Change up is a strike. Kennedy on the season, 6 home runs, batting .465. The pitch from Rusher is hit well in the air to right, but it's going to stay in the park. Taking 3 steps back is Lensmeyer, corrals it, and that's out number 2.
With 2 outs, catching the catcher, number 18, Aubrey Bacon.
So that'll bring in the catcher Bacon. And Hartz will retreat back to first. No way you're going to tag on that play. First pitch to Bacon. Runner going, throw down to second is there in time, but just a little high as Arundel chases down the high throw. Safe at second is Hartz on the stolen base. Runner in scoring position for Bacon. The Rams would love to get a 2-out hit right here and strike first. All runs matter in the postseason. The pitch from Rusher. Lifted in the air. That's a pop-up coming in from center, but waving her off as Arundel Nelson takes the route towards right. The catch is made by Arundel. The runner is left. We've played half an inning, no score.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Drosh Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
With U.S. Cellular Prepaid, you're always connected to the people who matter most, even in the most hard-to-reach places. Get nationwide 5G coverage. And now, get 2 lines of unlimited data for just $60 a month. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
Rams leave 1. And it's the Hawks' turn to bat here in the home half of the first. It's
leading off for the Hawkettes, shortstop, number 2, Kensington Arundel.
followed by Avery Nelson and Cassie Johnson due up for Coach Bingham, who patrols the third base dugout in the white top tonight. 3 short sleeve on the left and the sleeve on the right. First pitch coming. from Carter Price is a ball. Price on the season 10-10, 4.99 ERA, 70 strikeouts, 115 innings pitched. And she catches the zone there on Erringdale, the sophomore, who had 2 of the putouts in the top half of the first. Leads things off here in the bottom. The 1-1 pitch is high. Nice fastball there from Price. Price, a freshman. Looks in, winds and fires. Hit towards right in that area between second, right, and first, and it's going to be hauled in by Lexi West, and a big exhale comes from the Ram fans as they were afraid of a collision.
Stepping to the plate, center fielder, number 1, Avery Nelson.
So Nelson comes in, the sophomore, playing center, 365 on the season. Bats in from the left side. Infield in at the corners. First pitch from Price. Catches the zone. Catches the plate for a strike. The pitch from Price. Punched down the third baseline, foul between the coach's box and third base where Jesslyn Stairs is playing. And now with 2 strikes, Nelson, see if she changes her approach. And it's a ball. Duncan, the home plate umpire, does have a delayed strike call, and some of the Ram fans thought maybe that was delayed enough for a strike. The 1-2 is chopped foul. 3 bounces into the outfield. And Nelson will do it again. Carter Price winds and fires. Hit towards third at Stairs across the diamond to Borrud for out number 2.
Batting as the catcher, number 34, Cassie Johnson.
And in her 12th game for the Hawkettes this season, Cassie Johnson has missed first with an injury and then was back out on the travel circuit. Bats here, first pitch strike. Price goes right after her. Johnson, a 355. You'd say limited approach, but in her return back from her injury, she homered. She's been a veteran here. She takes the 0-1 pitch, and that is on the corner for a strike. And now Johnson's down 0-2. Price winds and fires. Almost the exact same spot. That time misses. Pitching Johnson away. Johnson squats down from the position. Swing and a miss, strike 3. First strikeout of the night, third out of the inning. We've played 1, no score between Southeast Polk and Ankeny.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
My real estate team knows that sports and extracurricular activities contribute to a well-rounded education. As an Ankeny Hawks mom, I have seen how important they are for success in school and beyond. And as a realtor, I know that our schools are one of the main reasons people love to call Ankeny home, and that's why I am a proud supporter. I've been helping Ankeny families for over 20 years, and if you or anyone you know needs help finding the perfect home, let's talk. But first, go Hawks.
That didn't take long.
Okay, guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal.
I think they were doing double
Right now, you can get 4 lines of unlimited data for just $90.
Sorry, just double checking. Is it really that good of a deal?
Yeah, you also get 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free
down to
phones!
Oskaloosa and played at a game that started at like 9. Along with Grady Anderson, I'm Paul Yeager. Grady on controls tonight. Glad to have you here. He had a busy night last night with the Ankeny baseball team as they end their season at Sioux City East, and this is the last game of the season at Ankeny High School. Whoever wins tonight goes on to Fort Dodge. 5A will play on Monday this year, like last year. So if you followed the schedule of the tournament, that's how it will play out with the championship game Thursday night. And statewide Iowa PBS, Brad Wells and Allie Caffert to have the call. For Southeast Polk, it'll be 5, 6, 7, so that's Clark, Brady, and Price. First pitch to Clark is a ball. Rams stranded 1 back in the first. Bat here in the second. Pitch from Rusher, changeup is high. 2-0. So like the first inning, Rusher kind of fell behind on a couple of those batters. Some pitchers that bothers, others they have a strategy, they have a plan. The 2-0 from Rusher is hit behind short, and that's going to go all the way to the fence. That's going to be a double. Clark digs in there, and she's in with the stand-up double. First hit of the game for either team. And it's a leadoff for the Rams. Nice line shot there by Clark.
Batting number 16, right fielder, Ava Brady.
So now Brady, the junior, who plays right, bats .347. And it's going to be already a huddle time for the Hawkettes. As Coach Bingham goes out to the circle. Brady, .347 on the season. Price is up next, .270 hitter. Woods, .242. But you're also trying to not let the bottom of the order disrupt your plans for winning. Infield moderately in at the corners. Miller kind of takes a couple of extra steps. The bunt is down. Miller fields gloves, throws over to the covering Tomlinson, who retreated back to make the play. Brady gets the sacrifice and the first out.
Now batting pitcher number 15, Carter Price.
So Price with an opportunity to help herself here. The freshman will dig in. No batting gloves and the red bat. Ponytail out the back. Big exhale. Dwayne Duncan says, let's play ball. The pitch coming from Rusher. Miss is a strike. Got to be careful there. Not to get too excited on calling it ball or strike. Pitcher on pitcher. The toss is hit foul in the air, right, and out of play. Now a long fly ball would score a run here with 1 out. But now Price is down in the hole, 0-2. So Price's job at this point changes in her approach, just trying to find a pitch to hit in the air. And that one's off the plate. Rusher trying to entice her into a weak ground ball to the right side, which also could prove interesting. As Tomlinson plays even with the bag, Miller in a couple of steps at third. The 1-2 from Rusher. Change up hit in the left field for a base hit, and that'll plate the first run of the game. Price, a great job of hitting there as she waited on the change up and drives in the game's first run.
Courtesy running for the Rams, number 3, Ava Miller. Stepping to the plate is the center fielder, number 9, Jaden Woods.
So Miller will run it first for the pitcher, and the batter is Carter Price. Johnson goes out to have a quick chat. Pitch to Woods is a strike. Jaden the junior. Another left-handed batter in the lineup. Let's see if they play small ball or just hit away. And that looked like a swing to just find some open spot, and it misses. No check on the swing. Now they appeal. No swing down at second. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch to Woods. Hit foul down the air and nearly hitting the moving car down the driveway. Overcast skies, but that sun is trying to peek out behind left field. And when it does, we'll all get to see the sun. Change up hit towards right. We'll have to go to second for the lead. Back to first, not in time. Lead runner is erased by Hans to Arringdale, but just not enough to get both. So Woods will be at first on a fielder's choice.
Batting, the designated player, number 6, Kaylee Montre.
So Kaylee, another freshman in the lineup. And another left-handed bat for Coach Stiles. And another down 1-0 pitch coming from Rusher. Swing and a miss. Rusher throws. Hit in the air. Playable right in front of the coach's box. In fact, in the box. As Miller makes the grab. So that's the end of the inning, but not before the Rams push one across. They get 2 hits. They leave one. Trail here as we go to the bottom of the second.
With U.S. Cellular Prepaid, you're always connected to the people who matter most. Even in the most hard-to-reach places. Get nationwide 5G coverage. And now, get 2 lines of unlimited data for just $60 a month. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Drosh Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
During the break, the sun has emerged. We'll all squint together. For 4, 5, and 6 for the Hawks, who are down 1-0. First pitch is outside by Price to Aubrey Lensmeyer. Ava Tomlinson's on deck. Abby Rusher in the hole. Beautiful night for softball. That pitch is in for a called strike. Nice night for soccer workouts on the football field. Looks like there's somebody. The band is out. I heard the band warming up earlier. The 1-1 is hit weakly, but right behind the pitcher. That's going to be in no man's land, and it's going to roll for a base hit. Doesn't have to go far. Looks like a line drive in the book for Lensmeyer to get the lead off.
Batting number 25, the first baseman, Ava Tomlinson.
Sometimes you don't want the pitcher to field plays like that. That was the only one that was going to be able to make that play. So now it's Tomlinson. IGHSAU's bunt, pulls it back. For the senior. Price's pitch. Bunt again. Tomlinson offers and misses. So Coach Bingham electing to try and advance the runner. I'd call it in softball the old-fashioned way with the bunt. Tomlinson flashes bunt, pulls the bat back on the 1-1, and it misses, so now it'll be 2 balls and a strike. Tomlinson again shows the bunt, pulls it back, punches it to right, and that has a chance to go fair, but it continues to slice like my golf shot and ends up down the fence. Stays in, though, for Brady to track it down and throw it back in to Price. 200 down the line here at Dick Rasmussen Field. The 2-2. Tomlinson again shows bunt, pulls it back, chops it foul, off the ground, then off her. Tomlinson swings and fouls it into the screen down the first base side. Coach Stiles hustles out to retrieve it, but Boerud beat her to it. So Tommy having a pretty good at-bat here. Battling, she's still trying to move the runner, Lensmeyer, down to second. The pitch is high. And now the count's worked all the way full. The pitch from Price is ball 4.
Stepping the plate for the Hawkettes, the pitcher, number 14, Abby Rusher.
Chance for Rusher to help herself and then some. Runner in second is Lensmeyer. Tomlinson there with the walk. Nobody out here in the second. Bunt is shown, popped in the air, and it's going to be just too quick for Bacon to chase that one down. Just not enough loft on it to get the mask back off and catch made. But it is a foul ball. The 0-1 to Rusher. Punch to right, off the glove to second, ricochets, and the play is still made, but the runner is moved up. Boerud kind of goes off her glove to West, and then Boerud had enough wherewithal to get back to the bag. Runners advance in the non-traditional sacrifice.
Third baseman, number 19, Kaylin Miller.
I really think you could call that the 3-4-3, and I just did. So Lensmeyer to third, Tomlinson to second, and Miller, Kaylin Miller, the junior, will bat. She's down 0-1 on a first pitch strike from Price. And that pitch is low. This is the part of the lineup. Rusher, the 182, Miller, a 180 hitter on the season. Any production they can get out of here can usually mean the difference between a win and a loss. Miller shows, pulls it back. The 1-1 from Price. Fouled off into the screen, and Price gets ahead on the pitch. Sign flashed, Price acknowledges and throws. Punch up the middle, bouncing. The only play now is to first. It looked like West may have taken her eye off the ball to see where Lensmeyer was, and Lensmeyer was crossing the plate. So the Hawkettes get a run. And Tomlinson will go down to third, and Tia Stiles will emerge from the first base dugout. So West has been involved in both of the last plays here. One, she fielded on a gloved ball by Boerud, and there it was a tough bouncer. Watched that thing all the way into the glove. She kept it in front of her, was still able to get the out of Miller.
For the Hawkettes, second baseman, number 8, Lily Hans.
But Lily Hans has a chance to put the Hawkettes ahead. Tomlinson stays at third. And Hans bats. The senior. First pitch is high. The 1-0. Change up. Hit onto the dugout on the first base side, which now becomes directly into the sun. One ball, one strike. The pitch from Price is a called strike. And now Price is a pitch away from getting out of this inning that has seen the Hawkettes tie it up. 1-1 our score here in the bottom of the second. The pitch is hit towards right, but foul and out of play in that area between baseball and softball batting cages. Hans, the 8th place hitter. The 5th Hawkette to bat in this inning. The 1-2 is hit again to the right side. This one a little closer to being in play. But it's foul, and we'll do it again. The pitch is hit in the air towards right, but very playable for Brady. Takes a half a step back and makes the grab. Hawks do push one across, tie the game at 1. We go to the top of the third between the Rams and the Hawkettes. This is the Ankeny Activities Network on CISN.
Hi everybody, Danielle Seifert here, letting you know that I have the keys to your brand new home. And with my team in Ankeny, we deliver an experience that's simple and stress-free. Check out available properties at danielleseifert.com. Let's talk soon.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
We're also headed towards the third inning. 1-1 our score between Southeast Polk and Ankeny. The winner on to the state tournament in Fort Dodge. The loser done for the year.
Third baseman, number 21, Jesslyn Stairs.
Update you on a couple of scores. Urbandale leads Johnston 2-1. Prairie and Kennedy are just getting started. Wahlert Catholic in Class 3A punches their ticket to state with a 15-5 win over Independence. 1, 2, 3, top of the order. Stairs, Hearts, and Bo Rude for Southeast Polk. They'll again face Abby Rusher. The 1-0 is hit in the air high. Calling for it is Nelson, and instead grabbing it is Fisher. No, it was Nelson who made that catch.
The batter, left fielder, number 20, Libby Hartz.
So Stairs is flied out both times. And it's up to Hartz now to keep the inning going. Hartz in her last at-bat walked, stole second, and was stranded. Shows bunt, gets it down, fielded by Miller. Throw across to a covering Hans in time for the out. Bang, bang play.
With 2 away, the batter. First baseman, number 26, Kennedy Bo Rude.
First base is Bo Rude. She flied out to right in her last appearance. Bats here in the third. 1-1 our score. The Rams and the Hawkettes both score in their second innings. Ankeny had 2 on with nobody out. Got a couple of ground outs to get their runs in, where the Rams put back-to-back hits together. Change up to Bo Rude is a strike. Rusher has gone to that pitch a lot tonight. The pitch is hit towards Miller. Gloved, thrown across the field. Tomlinson digs it out of the dirt. Pretty easy inning. Neither team scores. Or none of the batters get across. We go to the bottom of the third, tied at 1.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
One our score here on the south side. On the north side, it's Waukee 2, Centennial 0. As they're batting in the bottom of the second there. You can also watch that game on CISN. Andy Pollock on the call. I'm Paul Yeager. Glad to have you here. 9-1-2 for the Hawkettes. First bat tonight for the 8th grader, Morgan Fisher. She walks up on the pitch, which misses. Most every seat taken to my left and in front. And I see a couple, maybe 4 open seats on my right. Great crowd on here for this regional final. They don't call it sub-state on the girls' side. They call it regional final. And Fisher watches another pitch go out of the zone. She's up 2-0. The pitch from Price. Misses again. And I think almost simultaneously you hear the word, "Where was it?" from the Ram fans. The 3-0 to Fisher is a strike. Three balls and a strike. The pitch is poked to short. Great recovery, but not in time to make the play. Fisher is on with an infield hit. Clark went to her left. She was in and just softly hit enough for Fisher, who gets down the line.
Number 2, the shortstop, Kensington Arringdale.
So Arringdale will bring the top of the lineup, with Fisher on base to get the leadoff runner. Second inning in a row that the Hawkettes have been able to put that leadoff runner aboard. In the second inning, that translated to a run. Let's see what it does here in the third. 1-0 pitch to Arringdale is fouled on the big swing. Price winds and fires. Just misses. Fisher, left foot in front of the bag, the right foot behind. That one is hit foul. Might have been ball 3 if Arringdale could lay off. Arringdale, the big home run against Waterloo West in the regional semifinal. Great picture there on the Ankeny Fanatic. The 2-2. Hit in the air, deep to left, but going back in the shadow of the fence is Libby Hartz to haul it in for out number 1. Fisher has to retreat back to first on out number 1.
Center fielder, number 1, Avery Nelson.
Nelson, 0 for 1 on the game, grounded out. Back in the first. Will come to the plate here in the third. Tied at 1. The pitch. Shows bunt, gets it down. Price fields, throws over to first, throws it into right field. Fisher is going to go to third. Arringdale's going to go to second, and there's going to be 2 aboard with 1 out. Going to say that's an error. So Nelson will go to second. They're going to go ahead and just put Johnson on to load the bases. So Fisher at third, Nelson at second, and then Johnson gets the intentional walk. And that'll be up to Aubrey Lensmeyer with the bases loaded and 1 out. And now we're going to have a runner down at first.
Cassie Johnson was intentionally walked. Entering the game, courtesy running for her, number 24, Lauren Fisher. Stepping to the plate is the right fielder, number 7, Aubrey Lensmeyer.
So Lauren Fisher will be the runner at first. Johnson will have her courtesy runner used. And it's here to Lensmeyer. Lensmeyer, the cleanup hitter, had a single and scored a run back in the second. She led off with a hit. And she's ahead now 1-0. Price throws. That pitch, great one, catches the plate. That one kind of backed up on her. Great movement there from Price. And let's see if the strategy works to put the force back into effect. Corner infielders, even with the bag, they're crashing at the corners. The pitch, low. Still a calmness over this, but this certainly is a couple of at-bats that could change the course of this game for sure. The 2-1 coming to Lensmeyer. That one misses. The Ram fans thought. And now all of a sudden I've ratcheted up the intensity here. Fans to the left and right making noise. Big pitch coming to Lensmeyer. Hitters count 3 balls and a strike. 1 out, bases loaded. Price puts it into the glove. Winds and fires. Hit towards second. That is going to be caught. No, it's going to go off her glove. It was in the glove. The throw to first, not in time. Throw down to second, not in time. Run scores is Fisher. Nelson, that is going to be an E4 on West as it went out of her glove. She had that thing all but down, and Tia Stiles is going to walk back out to the circle. So Morgan Fisher scores the second run. Nelson goes to third. Johnson's courtesy runner, which is Lauren Fisher, will be at second, and Lensmeyer will be at first. Conference over.
For the Hawkettes, first baseman, number 25, Ava Tomlinson.
So the senior Tomlinson with a big opportunity here as well. 1 out. Infield comes in. Tomlinson in her last at-bat did show bunt quite often. Defense is thinking she's going to do the same. She shows bunt, pulls it back. The pitch. Low, ball 1. 1-2-2 for the Rams. 2-2-0 for the Hawkettes. A couple of errors in this inning have given Ankeny an opportunity. Bases loaded, 1 out. The pitch from Price. Misses. Ball 2. On a sun-drenched Tuesday. Beautiful evening. The pitch. Punched foul hard to the right side, but off the backstop. The last section of the right. As the cheers come from both dugouts, as they try to rally their respective squads in this situation. 2-1. Here in the third, the pitch fouled back into the net. And it evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here in the third, the Hawkettes with an opportunity. Rams trying to rally to get these outs. The pitch. Misses. Ball 3. Count is full. Couple of extra beats per second, or per minute now coming for the fans here. The pitch to Tomlinson. Lifted in the infield. Boerud has it, catches it right at the line for out number 2. Huge out for the Rams.
Batting for the Hawkettes pitcher, number 14, Abby Rusher.
No runners can advance on that. Tomlinson is retired, and that leaves Abby Rusher. to help her case. The pitch is in there for a strike. Good first pitch strike from Price. Rusher holds the bat back in her hands, watches that pitch miss. Fisher at third, Fisher at second, Lensmeyer at first. At the plate is Rusher. The pitch swung on and missed. And now Price is a strike away from getting out of this jam. She looks back at Bacon as they exchange a couple of words. Let's see if Price can end it right here. Punch to short, or to second. West backs up on it, throws over to Boerud for the out, and the threat is extinguished. Not before the Hawkettes get another run. They leave them full. We've played 3-2-1 Ankeny.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Jarash Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
4, 5, and 6 for the Rams as they go to work here in the fourth. It's the middle stretch of the game here on the Ankeny Activities Network. And CISN, glad to have you here as we approach we're getting towards almost an hour. We started this game. I'm not going to tell the union. Don't tell the new boss we may have started a couple of minutes early. Aaron might come and get us. It's Bacon, Clark, and Brady for the Rams. 2-1, Ankeny. So the Hawkettes leave the bases loaded at the middle of their lineup. See if that's one of those scenarios that they'll be playing back in their mind that didn't quite turn out so well for them. But Bacon bats. She's 0 for 1. First pitch hit a mile high. Both third and short calling for it, but winning that call-off contest is Miller at third, 1 away. So Bacon's retired, 2 flyouts for her night, and that'll bring in the freshman, Hallie Clark. I was pausing for the PA to introduce her as the first pitch strike from Rusher. The 0-1. Change up, hit towards second. Hans has it, throws it over to Tomlinson, out number 2. And Clark is gone.
Batting with 2 away, right fielder number 16, Ava Brady.
Brady had a sacrifice back in the second that ended up helping contribute to the Rams' only run. Watches the first pitch back up across the plate. Nice throw from Rusher. That had some good movement. Started on the first base side and swung back into third. 0-1 from Rusher. The hop, the throw is out of the zone. Evens the count. Infield, pretty much regular depths, even at the corners. Outfield near straightaway. That one's fouled back into the screen. about my eye level here. Long shadows start to move across the field here as the batters go to work. The 1-2 from Rusher is hit in the hole between first and second into right field. Lensmeyer gloves it, but not before Brady is on with a 2-out hit.
The batter pitcher, number 15, Carter Price.
So the pitcher, Carter Price, she grounded out, got the RBI back in the second. Watt jumps back from that first pitch, and Rusher is behind. Price lifts it in the air, foul and out of play to the right side in the area between the bleachers, the bullpen, and the dugout. Sometimes you can see some of the field from that location. Usually there's people standing on both the left and right sides of the diamonds here. No souvenirs in high school sports. Got to give that one back. The pitch is a strike. As Price says, hey, I'd like to have those too, but that was the consistent, that same motion from first back to third. The 1-2 coming from Rusher here in the fourth. Hit in the air towards right, down the foul line and into the bullpen, out of play. We'll do it again. Rusher's 1-2. Inside again makes Price hop back a little bit. Maybe not quite as inside as she thought it was, but enough for the effect. Two balls, two strikes, 2 outs here in the Southeast Polk fourth. The pitch from Abby Rusher is forthcoming, and here it is. That changeup nearly caught her. And Price is able to work this count full. Two for Ankeny, 1 for Southeast Polk for these conference foes, doing battle here in the postseason. That one's weakly hit up the middle. It's going to be a tough play. Hans over to first, throws it into the dugout. Tomlinson, no chance there. That one was high off the glove, and it was a hurried play anyway. So the error will put 2 on, and that'll move Brady over to third, and Price will step out here for the courtesy runner. Looks like Miller again is in there for her.
Courtesy running. Number 3, Ava Miller, stepping to the plate.
Now in Hans' defense, that was a slow roller that she was going to have to rush, but that is part of the game. And Tomlinson, we talked about the sun. She was probably staring square into it, so any adjustment that could be made was going to be hard to do. So Jaden Woods bats with 2 outs and runners at the corners now. First pitch strike. So Rusher, who was cruising on this first, heck, she only threw 3 pitches to get 2 outs in the top of this inning. That's the Ankeny first error of the game. The pitch from Rusher is outside, and it's 2-0. Looming on deck is Tamantri, the 9 batter, but you still want to get the 8th place hitter if you can here. The 2-0 pitch coming to Woods is a strike. The pitch Change up hit again at second. Hans flips it over to Arendale to end the inning. Woods is out, but first it was Brady. So the Rams leave a pair, don't score. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Ankeny still holds a lead by 1.
Okay, guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now, you can get 4 lines of unlimited data for just $90.
Sorry, just double checking. Is it really that good of a deal?
Yeah, you also get 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones.
Three different classes were scheduled to have their regional finals tonight, and then Mother Nature kind of got involved last night. Put a couple of 1As, a couple of 2As into the mix tonight. It was supposed to be 3, 4, and 5 night in the spotlight. Instead, a lot of people sharing it. We're in 5A here. It's Ankeny and Southeast Polk. 2-1. Ankeny at the lead and at the bat here in the fourth. It's Miller, Hans, and Fisher due up for Coach Dave Bingham's team. Trying to move above 500 on the year and advance to Fort Dodge. Bunt shown for a moment. The pitch. Ground ball to short. Going back to make the play as Clark throws across the diamond, not in time. Safe is the call at first on the infield hit.
Now batting, second baseman, number 8, Lily Hans.
So again, Ankeny puts the leadoff runner aboard. They've done that in the second, third, and here in the fourth. Bunt is down, fielded by Price. The throw over to a covering West advances the runner Miller to second, so Hans gets the job successfully done on the sacrifice. 1-4.
Batting left fielder, number 17, Morgan Fisher.
So Morgan Fisher to bat. Fisher had a single that was just right behind the pitcher the last time that she batted. It's all it needed to get the run. Punches at the first one. Offers for a strike. Shows bunt again. And gets the bat back in time to even it up at a ball and a strike. Sun's still kind of shining, but we're having some clouds filter in, but beautiful. Mid-70s for this contest. I'll take this weather every single time. The pitch, the bunt is shown again. That time she offered at it. So Fisher is down a ball and 2 strikes. Miller's at second, reached on an infield hit. Moved over to second by Hans. And out on strikes. Strike 3 called on Fisher. The 8th grader is down for out number 2.
Stepping to plate, shortstop, number 2, Kensington Arendale.
Only the second strikeout of the game for Price, and it comes at a big time. That'll be the top of the order now in Kensington Arendale, who's 0 for 2 in this contest. First pitch misses. Ball number 1. Due up for the Rams in their half of the 5th, and we got to start talking about these things. It'll be 9-1-2. Hit in the air. Arendelle gives it a charge. That is deep left, and that is gone. Home run for Kensington Arendelle. That put a charge into the fan base for the Ankeny Hawkettes. Deep to left field, no doubt about it. So it scores runs 3 and 4, and that is some significant offense that the Hawkettes needed. And now, so Miller scores as well as Arendelle. Her 6th home run of the season. That pitch misses. (4-1) Ankeny. The pitch. Bounced about 6 feet away from the pitcher, and Price takes off her mask and is going to take a moment. Two nothing Waukee leads Centennial. They're in the 3rd, up off 18th Street, and Ash pitches a strike to Nelson. Not Ash. It's not Ash. Ash is the whole next block over on State, off of State Street. The pitch is ball number 4. Avery Nelson with a 2-out walk.
Stepping to the plate for the Hawkettes, catcher number 34, Cassie Johnson.
So Johnson will bat. A little bit of action now in the Southeast Polk pen. Let's see. They're going to pitch to Johnson with 2 outs here. That first pitch misses. And if your coach Styles here, you're thinking, well, you know, Price struck out Johnson the first time she pitched against her. Then they gave her the intentional walk the second time. 3rd at bat. Let's see what happens here. Roll the dice, down 4-1. That pitch again might give her the intentional, unintentional walk. Both of those pitches go well out of the zone, not trying to put it anywhere close to Johnson's wheelhouse. That pitch is near it. Took something off it on the changeup. Wow. Good pitch. The 2-1 to Johnson. Misses again. The throw down to second is gloved by Clark, but she had to do the splits just to kind of stop it on the stolen base. So now the force is out. First base is open. Johnson is up 3-1. She's a pitch away from getting the walk. You going to make her earn it? Or maybe, if you're Coach Bingham, hoping for a mistake here to Johnson. That one misses way out of the zone, and Johnson's on with another 2-out walk. Back-to-back 2-out walks for the Hawkettes. Johnson will touch first and then probably get our courtesy runner. And we are, and it is Lauren Fisher.
Courtesy running for Johnson at first base. Number 24, Lauren Fisher. Stepping to the plate is number 7, the right fielder, Aubrey Lensmeyer.
Lensmeyer 0 for 1, or 1 for 2, a hit and reached on an error. Bats here with the runner in scoring position and a runner at first. Ankeny trying to get another run here. Kind of put some of that pressure on the Rams. That pitch misses. Now all of a sudden Price is looking up at a 2-0 deficit in this batter to Lensmeyer, and she's in danger of walking the bases loaded. Change up misses. .30 pitch coming to Aubrey Lensmeyer. Catches the plate. Strike number 1. Good pitch there from Price. Two on, 2 out here in the 4th. That one's high, and the bases are full of Hawkettes. So Nelson goes to 3rd, Fisher down to 2nd, and Lensmeyer goes all the way to 1st, and Tia Stiles emerges from the dugout and out to the circle, the slow walk. She's basically saying, you just need one. You just need a ground ball anywhere. You're doing fine, kid. Tomlinson is 0 for 1. They're going to stick with Price, but Bice is warming up, and she has now gone back into the dugout. So Tomlinson, the senior, base is full of teammates. 2 in this inning, 4-1's your score. Tomlinson shows bunt, pulls it back, watches first pitch, strike. Arendale's home run, the difference between a 1-run lead and a 3-run lead here. Let's see what Tomlinson can do with the bases loaded. Swings and misses. And that one goes off the catcher's glove. Maybe she got a piece of it, didn't hear anything, but now Tomlinson's in the hole 0-2. Base hit would be huge for Ankeny. Let's see if Price can tiptoe that high wire act again and complete the jump. That pitch is out. Price got out of the jam in the 3rd when they had the bases loaded. The 1-2 coming from Price. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and again the Houdini pulled by Price to get out of that inning. They leave 3, but they do score 2, does Ankeny. They lead 4-1 as we go to the top of the 5th in this regional final on the Ankeny Activities Network.
My real estate team knows that sports and extracurricular activities contribute to a well-rounded education. As an Ankeny Hawks mom, I have seen how important they are for success in school and beyond. And as a realtor, I know that our schools are one of the main reasons people love to call Ankeny home, and that's why I am a proud supporter. I've been helping Ankeny families for over 20 years, and if you or anyone you know needs help finding the perfect home, let's talk. But first, go Hawks.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
One, 3-2 for Southeast Polk, 4-4-1 for the Ankeny Hawkettes. We move to the 5th. 9-1-2 for the Rams.
Batter, designated player, number 6, Kaylee Comontre.
And then Stairs and then Hearts due up. Let's see what Abby Rusher can do with now a 3-run lead. First pitch is outside. As we push past 8 o'clock. And that's a strike. 5A will begin tournament play. They'll be the first 4 games of the tournament on 2 different diamonds. Semifinals on Wednesday. That pitches misses. And then the finals for 5A and 4A will be on Thursday. 3A, 2A, 1A on Friday. Gone are the days of playing all 5 championship games in the same day. Foul ball off the screen, caught by Johnson. This isn't UFL or XFL or whatever, the ones where you can catch the ball off the fence for an out, or banana ball actually. That's the one where you can catch it, the foul ball catches an out. 2-2 coming to Tamantri. Change up. Oh, wow. Flutters in there.
Stepping to the plate with 1 out, third baseman, number 21, Jesslyn Stairs.
That's the first strikeout for Rusher. Top of the order, Jesslyn Stairs, 0 for 2. Popped out both times, flied out. Trying to get a 1-out rally started. Starts with the changeup, which is exactly how Rusher started the game to Stairs with a changeup. "41st game for both of these teams. Foul back and out of play behind the press box to our left. Think about that. 82 games between these two teams. It's a lot of softball. And that's just the varsity season. The 1-1 pitch. High and outside. Think of all the games they played. Spring ball, dad ball. All their U-trip over the years. Comes down to tonight. What's going to happen in the next 20 minutes? Punched foul and over the dugout. Kind of scrapes the top of that third base dugout. Goes out of play. Stairs, cleans the bat, exhales, steps back in with those yellow batting gloves and takes the 2-2 pitch. Low. Full count from Rusher. Hit towards on the 1, hopper to Arundel, across to Tomlinson, out number 2.
The two-way left fielder, number 20, Libby Hartz.
Hartz walked in the first, grounded out in the third. Bats here in the 5th. And what could be her final Ram at bat. Hit, 1 hopper again to Arundel, over to Tomlinson. On a broken record, out number 3.
No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. 2 up for the Hawkettes, Rusher, Miller, and Hall.
We've played 4.5, 4-1, Ankeny.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
With US Cellular Prepaid, you're always connected to the people who matter most. Even in the most hard-to-reach places. Get nation
pitcher, number 14, Abby Rusher.
Rusher to lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th. As the Hawkettes look to add to their run, and the Rams try to make it close. First pitch is hit on a 2-hopper, fielded by Bo Root, out number 1. That's easy. Just do that. Just do that, says Coach Stiles.
The batter, third baseman, number 19, Caitlin Miller.
Waukee now leads 3-0 in the bottom of the 5th over Centennial. Chopper, slow roller to short, but charging is Clark, making the out. Great play. 2 outs. Rusher away. Miller away. Now Lily Hans at least takes a pitch. Hans 0 for 1 with a fly out and a sacrifice. Sun now heads behind the clouds, so the lights will be kicking on a little more here on this one, and that one is lifted in the air. Foul down the right side, not a play. Price, the freshman, she's weathered a couple of the tougher moments in this game. Strike 3 called. Hans is down, and the Hawkettes go down meekly. 1, 2, 3. 4th strikeout of the game for Price. The Rams have the middle of the order coming up when we return from Ankeny High School and CISN and the Ankeny Activities Network.
With US Cellular Prepaid, you're always connected to the people who matter most. Even in the most hard-to-reach places. Get nationwide 5G coverage. And now, get 2 lines of unlimited data for just $60 a month. US Cellular, built for us.
Leading off for the Rams, first baseman, number 26, Kennedy Bo Root.
Bo Root, Bacon, and Clark due up for Southeast Polk. They're down to their final 6 outs, trailing 3 runs. Bo Root watches the first pitch changeup, backdoor in for a strike. 4-1 Ankeny. They scored 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth. And lead 4-1. Arringdale, the 2-run homer, which kind of gave the Hawkettes some breathing room. But the Rams went kind of quietly in their last inning, trying to make it a little louder. Both teams in their at-bats in the 5th sent up the minimums and didn't see many more than the minimum pitches. The 0-2 from Rusher. Changeup. Ripped down the line left field. That's going to bounce and be cut off. Actually, no. Fisher is not going to be able to come up with it right on time, and Bo Root leads off the 6th inning with a double to left. Nice shot. So Bo Root and Coach Stiles has changed up her look. She's now gone with a sweatshirt. And we're going to have a pinch runner for Bo Root, since Bo Root is the first base. 31 is coming in.
Entering the game, courtesy running at second base, number 31, Hannah Brooker. Stepping to the plate is the catcher, number 18, Aubrey Bacon.
So now Bacon to bat. Brokert at second. Good change up there from Rusher is a strike. Bacon, the cleanup hitter, has not been on base tonight. Flied out to short and to third in her 2 at-bats. She's got 42 RBIs, looking to get 43 in it for herself, 44. The pitch is swung on, foul tick, caught by Johnson for strike number 2. Rusher's been more likely to throw that changeup. Let's see if she does it again here on 0-2 like she did to Borud. The pitch is fouled back in, and both guessed correctly as that pitch. A little bit of a rise ball. Rusher again spins in at 0-2. Low, Johnson gloves it. And Bacon will live for another pitch. Top of the 6th now, Waukee leads Centennial 3-0. That would be considered an upset. Change up again, hit into left field for a base hit. Back-to-back base hits for the Rams. Have things cooking for Southeast Polk. So Brokert goes to third, Bacon at second, and that'll bring in Clark, and that'll also have Dave Bingham emerge from the dugout for this conference. What moves? And we're going to have another a pinch runner. Actually, since this would be a courtesy runner. I think it's Miller down at third. Or at first, number 3. Conference goes a long time as Dwayne Duncan comes out to break up the visit.
Shortstop number 10, Hallie Clark.
So now Hallie Clark runners at the corner, nobody out, 4-1, tying run at the plate, the pitch. Change up misses. Oh, that is a different courtesy runner. That is not Miller at first. And that pitch is a strike to Hallie Clark. Change up, misses. The 2-1 coming from Rusher. In there for a strike. Josie Wadstrom down at first. Clark the batter. The 2-2. Misses. And the Ram fans sensing an opportunity here. Brokert at third, Wadstrom at first, Clark at the plate. Down 3, the pitch. Hit in the air towards center, but very much right on the line for Nelson. The throw home, not in time. They don't cut off the throw. The run scores Brokert, and it's now 4-2 on the sacrifice fly by Clark.
The batter, number 16, right fielder, Ava Brady.
That'll bring in Ava Brady. Sacrifice in the second, ground out in the fourth. Huge opportunity here in the sixth. First pitch, strike. Rusher composes, throws. Swing and a miss. Be curious to see if we see Price here in this bottom half of the inning. If Coach Stiles decides to switch things up. Same with Coach Bingham, what he does. He's left Rusher in this ball game. That's off the plate. Johnson tries to move that thing back over in for a strike, but home fans can't convince umpire Duncan to change his call. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. Fouled up and 5 feet over my head, not a play, and into the pedestrian area between baseball and softball. The pitch swung on and missed, and that is strike number 3. Brady down, swinging. Second strikeout of the game for Rusher. Second out of the inning here in the sixth. Price has been effective tonight batting. It might not look like much. Ground ball out, or single back in the second. Reached on an error in the fourth, but she has gotten on base. Put the ball in play. Always key. The 0-1 is hit towards right, and that's going to land for a base hit. No way was Hans going to get that. They throw across to third, not in time, but not moving up is Price. Again, Price does what she is supposed to do. She gets on base. She puts the ball in play. Good things can happen. So Wadstrom, courtesy running for Bacon, goes to third. Now we'll have the courtesy runner for the pitcher, which is Miller.
Ava Miller, courtesy running that first base. Batting is the center fielder, number 9, Jaden Woods.
Woods, the center fielder, watches the first pitch go out of the zone. Rusher's pitch. Misses. As this game moves on, about 90 minutes in length. Here in the bottom of the sixth, 4-2. Pitch is in there for a strike. And again, a good hitting count coming for Woods. And that pitch misses. 3-1. Urbandale leads Johnston now 4-1 as they have played 4. Kennedy leads Prairie 1-0. And that is a strike to pull the count back full. Let's see if Miller goes on the pitch on the full count. And 2 outs here. Big pitch coming to Jaden Woods, the junior. The pitch from Rusher. Swing and a miss, and that extinguishes the rally. Hawks escape, but the Rams score 1, make it a little closer here in the 7th. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Ankeny leads by 2.
Okay, guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now, you can get 4 lines of unlimited data for just $90.
Sorry, just double checking. Is it really that good of a deal?
Yeah, you also get 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones.
The Valley Tigers are the first 5A team to punch their ticket to state as they down Ames tonight, 12-0. So the 1 seed will be playing in Fort Dodge, most likely in that first game of Monday morning. First pitch here for Fisher. 9-1-2 due up for Ankeny. They'd probably like to get another run or 2, take out some of that drama of the 7th. Fisher, the 8th grader, bats from the left side. The pitch from the freshman, Price, is hit over the head, and that's a base hit. Fisher on board, and it gets by the left fielder, Hartz. It rolls back, and digging into second, stand up, hit plus an error, makes it look like a double for Morgan Fisher. The second time tonight that a defender took an eye off the ball. They're going to walk Arendale wisely.
Arendale intentionally walked thanks to a plate. The center fielder, number 1, Avery Nelson.
So now it'll be runners at first and second with Arendale drawing the intentional walk. That's star treatment there. First pitch is a strike to Avery Nelson, the sophomore. Grounded out in the first, reached on an error in the third, and walked in the fourth. Bats here in the 6th. 2 on, nobody out. Ankeny by 2. 4-2, the pitch from Price is bunted, foul. Goes all the way back to the net. Or screen, or backstop. Pick a word. And we're going to go to the 7th on the north side with Waukee leading 3-0. Looks like the Jaguars had an opportunity. Big defensive play there. And it's a called third strike on Nelson. Great pitch by Price. And she's a third of the way getting out of this inning. So let's see what Johnson gets to hit here. 5th strikeout of the game for Price. Johnson bats. Ooh, that was a good pitch that she may have just missed. Did not expect to see that good of a look. Price went right after her. Great job. The 3-hitter, Johnson, waits. Hits it into the screen, and she's down 0-2 now. Fisher is at second. Arendale is at first. Johnson's already struck out once tonight. Let's see what she does here in the 6th. Again, fouls it off to the right side into the screen. The pitch from Price, inside, ball 1. The 1-2 bounces, and the runners are going to move up. They throw it to third. I'm not sure Bacon could have just ate that one. She threw it down to Stairs, who stopped it. So now the force is out, and the runners are at second and third for Johnson. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Hawkettes by 2. The pitch coming from Price. Is chopped foul, hits the ground, and then hits Johnson. Deadens right there on the spot. Johnson looking to make contact, just find an open spot of the field here to put it in play and add a run or two. The 2-2 is hit in the air to right. That's going to likely get another run home. Catch is made by Brady. The throw home is up the line. Both runners are going to advance, and the Hawkettes add another run. They lead 5-2.
The batter, right fielder, number 7, Aubrey Lensmeyer.
So Lensmeyer will bat here with a runner at third and 2 outs. First pitch is a strike. Now we're getting our nice sunset here with the clouds setting. But one of these two teams is having their season in that sunset time. The 1-1 coming to Lensmeyer is pulled foul in about 6 inches down the line. Foul. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. So Valley's into the state tournament. If Waukee can complete the win, they would likely be the 8th seed. That's a hit into second, above second base and into right field. And Lensmeyer with a 2-out, huge RBI to push run number 6 across for Ankeny. And we'll have a change here as Erringdale scored. And we're going to have a runner.
Entering the game running at first base, number 11, Riley Bach. The batter, number 25, first baseman Ava Tomlinson.
So Tomlinson to bat. Briley Bach is the runner at first. 2 runs here in the 6th for Ankeny. Tomlinson again shows bunt. It's the first time she hadn't batted in 2 innings where the bases weren't loaded. Fouls it off the foot from going over the backstop. Stays in play. Price, who has gotten out of some tough jams tonight, tries to escape without much more damage and to give her team a fighting chance. They will bring to the plate 9-1-2 to Montree, Stairs, and Hearts, and it's going to take somebody to get on to get Bowrood to the plate. Tough time for those in black and gold right now, who are over from the southeastern part of Polk County. The 0-2 to Tomlinson is grounded back up the middle off Price's hand. She bobbles it, collects, throws over, and makes the out.
2 runs on 2 hits, 1 round error. Got 1 runner left on base. 2 up for the Rams. Comontre, Stayers, and Hartz.
The Rams were able to score 1 in the 6th, but the Hawkettes were able to score 2, and that is going to make a very interesting 7th inning. The Rams are down to their final 3 outs. They're going to have to find out what do they have in the tank left on this 2024 season. The Hawkettes will send back out Abby Rusher to the circle. She's given up 2 runs tonight, 6 hits. And now she's trying to get the final 3 to get back to Fort Dodge for the 2nd consecutive season. As we approach, after 8:30, they are in the bottom of the 7th at Centennial. Waukee leads 3-0 there. So now, this game, most games as we get past 8:30 get to be in those final moments. Tonight, with no weather issues to speak of across the state, able to get these games in. We'll have final pairings probably by the time most of us are home tonight, if all these games stay as is.
Designated player number 6, Haley Comontre.
So it's a freshman, junior, and senior due up for Coach Tia Stiles and the Southeast Polk Rams. First pitch is out. Punch towards third. It's gloved by Miller across to Tomlinson.
Fantastic play for the first out of the inning. Brings to the plate leadoff batter, third baseman, number 21, Jesslyn Stayers.
For out number 1. And the Rams are down to their last 2 outs. For those from Runnels, Altoona, Mitchellville, Pleasant Hill. The 1-0 pitch coming to Stairs is outside again. Ball 2. Fisher, Nelson, and Lensmeyer in the outfield. Miller at third, Arendelle at short, Hans at second, Tomlinson at first. The pitcher is Rusher. The catcher is Cassie Johnson. The batter is Stairs, and that's a swing and a miss. Strike number 1. And that pitch misses. And Stairs is battling. You're gonna have to get base runners on here to have a chance. Stairs watches it go high, and that's the recipe. Add runner at first with a walk.
Batting left fielder, number 20, Libby Hartz.
The senior, who's 0 for 2, looking to get off the downside and get a hit and move the line along. The pitch. Change up goes high. Bunt is foul, and they're down to their final out in between Waukee and Centennial. Rams are down to their final 2 outs here at Ankeny High School. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The pitch. Hit towards the middle, could be 2, will be tough. The flip over to short gets the lead runner. Hans to Erindale. And more importantly for the Hawkettes, that gets them down to 1 out.
The batter, first baseman number 26, Kennedy Bowes.
And it's up to Kennedy Bowrood, the junior. As Cassie Johnson goes out to talk to Abby Rusher. (6-2) Ankeny. Hometown fans come to their feet. Runner at first. Batter is Bowrood. The 1-0 pitch coming from Rusher is a strike. Two outs here in the top of the 7th. The 1-1 to Bowrood. Hit in the air. Charge to right. Playable. Catchable. That's an out. Lensmeyer and the Hawkettes are headed back to the state tournament with a 6-2 victory here in the regional final.
Congratulate Southeast Polk on a fine season. We wish you traveling home safe travels back. Congratulations to the Hawkettes once again. We're advancing to the state tournament.
So Ankeny will go to the state tournament, and they will likely be the 7 seed as Waukee has just knocked off Centennial. It goes by final rankings, and Waukee was behind Ankeny in the last ranking, if my memory serves. So Ankeny will, and Waukee will likely be the 8th seed against Valley. But that would still mean Ankeny would likely play in the first game of state on Monday in Fort Dodge. But what a win for Ankeny. They did it a couple of ways. They scored 1 in the 2nd and 3rd, 2 in the 4th and 6th. Erindale's home run really kind of gave some extra momentum, and then it was those 2 bonus runs really in the 6th that made a lot of the drama removed here in the 7th inning. But it is good to be an Ankeny Hawk tonight as they are headed back to the state tournament.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time for your Ankeny Hawkettes to come get their flag.
Come back. We'll be back in a moment and wrap things up here from Ankeny High School as the banner is presented. We'll be back in a moment. This is high school softball from CISN and the Ankeny Activities Network.
So when an athlete walks into Nick Rush Fitness, the one thing we want them to know is that this is a phenomenal community. We have the best coaching. We have the best technology. We have the programming that can help them succeed. So whether it's trying to get on JV for the first time, going to that next level on varsity, going from a second string to an all-state player, we have the tools, we have the programming and the coaching in order to take each individual to their next level.
What if you could create memories that would last a lifetime? That would be pretty cool. Well, now you can.
West 40 Market in Uptown Ankeny is your place to shop for the best meats, steaks, brats, jerky, and everything in between. Let us be your one-stop shop for all your favorite cuts, all raised on local Iowa farms. Shopping local never tasted so good.
They're dancing on the south side tonight with a 6-2 victory in the regional final. And I think some of the Ankeny Hawkettes were just told what happened to their rivals on the north side of town. I think at this point they're just happy to have a win and advance. 6-2, big night in the circle. It seemed like every time that Southeast Polk was threatening, which wasn't very often, even though they had 6 hits, they were truly scattered for Abby Rusher tonight. 1 error. And that did lead to a run, but that also did create an opportunity for Ankeny as they push out a couple of runs. Erringdale tonight, Kensington had a home run in the 4th, but it was the first run of the game was scored by Lensmeyer. She led off the 2nd. Ankeny led off the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th, all with getting runners on base, and they did the same thing in the 6th, and that proved to be the recipe for success. Again, Ankeny will move to the state tournament. Monday will be the quarterfinals. The semifinals are Wednesday, and the finals are Thursday. You can watch the first 2 rounds, the quarterfinal, semifinal round, on the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union digital network, which will be available on YouTube, and then you'll be able to watch the finals on Iowa PBS Thursday night. So, for Grady Anderson, I'm Paul Yeager. Thank you so very much for watching. Ankeny improves to 21-20. They're going dancing. Southeast Polk finishes the year at 20-21. Congratulations to Coach Tia Stiles and her squad as they come up short of Fort Dodge after being there last year. And this has been our high school softball season here on the Ankeny Activities Network. We will see you in the fall in just a few short weeks for the activities, but keep an eye here on the YouTube feed for updates and videos that Andy Pollock will put together. So long from Ankeny High School. The Hawks are going to Fort Dodge on a state championship march. They'll get a chance Monday morning in Fort Dodge. So long here from Ankeny.